In this video, I'm going to test Kimi K2.6 model. From my experience of building 5 apps, I think this is the best open source model yet. You will find that all the amazing things that I have built in this video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. If I go to the launch page here, it says all the graphs and benchmarks, which you can see here that it's beating the Opus, Gemini, ChatGPT on various other exams, but they are their own benchmarks, and I personally don't refer to those colorful graphs because I really prefer to test these model on my own benchmarks. If you go to the link in the description box, here is the Kimi 2.6 prompts which I'm going to use. First is app number 1, which is the full stack web app, which has all the login and sign up and features. So these are the Meal Mind, AI Weekly Meal Planner, and Smart Grocery List. This prompt is created by me with the help of ChatGPT and all the brainstorming session. So it took around 20-30 minutes to create all these 5 prompts here. So you can see here it is divided into various phases for the full stack app because it required that because of the database schemas that it has added, as you can see in the detail. Full feature list, which is all the brainstorming session which I've done with the ChatGPT. If you want a video how to craft such prompt, do let me know in the comment box. I will create a dedicated video about that. And I have used the Open Code and used the K2.6 model from the OpenRouter API key. I plugged in that in the Open Code and I created all the 5 apps as you can see here. This is the first app. So after clicking on the login here, it has a nicely build login and sign up page, and if I go here, if I just resize that, you can see the responsiveness. It's so good. And obviously I have a demo data mode, but I just want to go with the empty, which is a fresh. Okay, and here is the sign up. Let's go to the sign up page. This is the sign up. Great with the rate limit enabled and continue with the Google. We need to add the credentials to work with the Google, but I just want you to add as an option. So if I just click on empty demo with the logins, so this is the dashboard. So here on the left, there's a meal plan, grocery list, so pantry, and my recipes. So this is all blank currently. Let's go to the settings here, and there's a profile that's correct. If I click on it, let's change something here, like for example household size is like 4. Let's see if it can save that. So the save function is not working at all. Anyway, so the dietary preferences, let's add something vegan, nut free, low carb. So let's click on save, and I don't think it's working yet either. Yeah, so here is AI. So let me add the credentials here from the OpenRouter and search for Gemini 3.1 model. So I've used 2 things here. For the image for all the food, I asked it to add the Unsplash API, so it will get all the images from the there because it's open source and it's also free, and the model will be from the OpenRouter API. So let's use 3.1 Lite here. So let's go to the meal plan here and click on generate my week. Okay, so it was fast. So if I click on the view, it has everything that we need and also the macros here. And if I click on the nutrition here, so it will provide me all the average daily calories and number of grams of protein, average carbs, and average fat. So this is a table. I think this is the graph and calories per day. You can see here as well. So on Monday, so this is my schedule, and we can open that, and if I click on this image, you can see it's been retrieved from the Unsplash, and this looks quite good and very intuitive. And this is the grocery list for today, and these are the grocery I need to buy, and let's see if it's there or not. So these are the pantry that been on my kitchen, and I can add some item here. So let's add some item, for example canola oil, something like this, and the quantity is 1 and later date. Let's add today's date, click on add items. So yeah, it's getting saved. So that's what's working, and there is my recipes. So these are the recipes that are being fetched from the AI, and if you click on that, this is the same that we get from the meal plan here. So this is quite good, and obviously there are some settings that we need to enable because with the iteration it will get fixed because settings is not getting saved. For the full stack app with the one go, so I didn't iterate. That means I didn't have any follow-up questions to fix this. With one prompt and one shot, I think for the open source, it's 5 out of 5 for me because this is quite good. And now let's go to the next, which is the UI UX, which you might love this section. Create a LoopCast landing page, which is the podcast to newsletter platform. So here's the full prompt. I have added everything. For example, the design system, which font, which color, and spacing, background, shadows, animations, everything is being specified in this particular prompt. And you can go ahead and check that out. It's actually very detailed one. Let's see, this is the file. Let me browse through the folder, and there is a index. Or wow, that is so good. So this should be here. I think we can do that with the help of one iteration. But anyway, with the one shot, this is quite crazy, to be honest. And this is the 3D mockup it has created for app, which is the animation. Click on copy, send. These are the steps. First, paste your link, Kimi reads it and sends your user. That's quite good. And this is what I have specified in my prompt. So the instruction following is thumbs up, and see it live. See, it happens live. So this is tab based. Yeah, it's changing if you see here, and it added a infographic way to show the output here, which is quite good. And there's also a section which is everything about what we'll do. So on hover effect, this is what I've said in my prompt, and that is great. Obviously the icons which I specified, they use lucid icons, but it didn't. Okay, that's fine. And this is the logo panel, and this is testimonial section. Wow, I love this. You can see the animation that I specified, and it go on in detail and actually outdid my expectation. So going to the pricing section, looking great. And if I click on, oh yeah, it's working. So annual will be the $15. That's good. There's a FAQ section. Yeah, it's working. And let's see the newsletter, and wow, I absolutely love this. This is quite good. And I didn't expect it open source model to be that good in front-end designing, and I loved every part of it. So I give it a 5 out of 5 because it's an open source model. That's why. Going forward to the next is the Python CLI. So this is a developer activity analyzer and burnout detector, which is, I just give it a name, Git Pulse. So the problem it solves is developers don't know their own productivity patterns. Am I coding more on Tuesday? Am I committing late at night? Which project getting more attention? So Git Pulse answer all of this from local Git history. Let's test this out. I have requested Kimi K2.6 to add the demo data such that we can see how it actually looks. So this is the Git Pulse. Let me drag and drop to my code editor, and let me open this terminal. And before going forward, let's add the dependencies. Already satisfied. So most of the dependencies has been there already in my PC. Let's try the demo here. Let me clear this for the clear view. Okay, so this will be the demo data which it will collect once we start activating this CLI. And as you can see, it look like this summary. So total commits are there, lines added are this, and signal description, what to do. So this is great. And top files, obviously there's no files, but any files will be listed out here. So commit quality, and also the graphs in your CLI. So it will show you the activity at the day of the week, activity, weekly committing trends, commit by hour. So these are the graphs that you will be getting into the CLI. One thing is here, I just want to tell it that it's not at all a CLI. I specifically added to use Git Pulse as a command. It didn't create that, it just created the main.py, because if it's a CLI, we will be able to install on the desktop wide, and we can use it on any folder. So this is only the drawback that didn't what I wanted to have from the Python CLI. I give it a 2.5 out of 5 because of the one shot. Maybe there is something issue with this. So I will give it a 2.5 out of 5. And this is the demo data that it will provide, that you can see here. Let's move on to the next is the Mac app. So it is about SnapVault screenshot history manager, which we have already done in the past, but let's see how Kimi K2.6 does it. So let me just go here and say launch app. I've got this little icon on my dock, and if I click on the open it, and this is the window that is actually quite good. Looks very native to the Mac. So here it is. Let me create. Okay, click on save. Yeah, it's saved. So it's working. So this is actually quite good. If I want to manage a multiple of screenshots just like this, and I can simply view that from a app. So I will be developing it more. If I click on it, you will find all the information on the right, like what it's all about, and also the OCR text it had added. So I can copy that particular text and the favorite copy path as usual, and also the show in Finder, which is also working. And if I can click on delete from here, so yes, I can click that delete option. So wow, in one go, I'm getting this Mac app that actually manage my own screenshot. I can add features to it and develop it more. So this is quite good. So I give it a 5 out of 5 for this app. So my mind is blown, to be honest, for a model like this. In one shot, it's developing like this, and no other model, GLM 5.1, Minimax 2.7, none haven't done like this. So let's go to the last is the game. So I will ask it to launch game. There it is. So let's click on some options, for example, how to play. So if I click on that, so this is the movement. Click any of units to select it, destroy all enemy units. This is the objective, and the movement, I'll click one of your unit to select it. Blue hexes. Okay, so let's click on new game, and there's a 3 maps that is already built. So let's click on the valley here. So it will tell me the range of the attack. So let's move on here. So let's wait, and your turn. So this is the area of my attack, and let me move. Okay, so if I move here, so I think this is great. So it's working. So this is actually very intuitive, but obviously the graphics way looks bad. So this is not what I wanted from my output, from the prompt anyway. So if I give it a whole package, so I will give it a 3 out of 5 because every control is working. So if I click on escape, so it's being paused, and you can also quit that from here. So it also have the instructions how to play. Added the 3 maps to it. So this is good. So for the open source model, in one go, it's working. So I don't think I have any complaints. And now coming forward to the cost analysis. So Kimi K2.6 cost me around $7.57 to create these apps. And if you think that is cheap, no, it's not at all cheap. So it costs you some bucks if you compare to the GLM 5.1 and Minimax. So it will cost you around $3.50 per million output tokens with 260K context size. This is about Kimi K2.6. So far for the open source, this is the best coding model. So if you want to give it a try, do try this out. It's from my experience, Moonshot AI's K2.6 set a bar for all the open source models. So what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment box, and see you in the next video.